From the city to the suburbs, our region is thriving. In Pennsylvania, New Jersey, and Delaware, an historic transformation is underway. Renaissance, revival, resurgence. We're not just fixing up, we're growing up, getting bigger and better. From the mom and pops to the biggest of them all, opportunities abound. This is Growing Greater Philadelphia.
From Pennsylvania to New Jersey to Delaware, there's never been a more exciting time to be living, working, and playing in Greater Philadelphia. I'm NBC 10's Tracy Davidson. Join us as we explore inspiring stories behind the people, places, and projects driving growth across our region.
Greater Philadelphia is indeed growing. Just look around. From Glassboro to Newark, Philadelphia to the suburbs, over 3 million square feet of major development projects and at least $10 billion in capital investments have Pennsylvania, New Jersey, and Delaware poised for a very bright future.
We have all the ingredients: a great location, great transportation infrastructure, a diverse economy, a growing and relatively young workforce, outstanding colleges and universities, and of course, an entrepreneurial spirit that is rooted in our history.
Continued growth in each of those areas is important to the region's success, and they all share one thing in common.
Technology is an incredibly important factor in driving economic growth, not just for technology companies, but the technology that they're creating helps more traditional companies be more productive and to grow themselves so they can create more jobs and have that ripple effect.
I think it's a mistake to see technology as an industry. It's always been an approach. So Greater Philadelphia is a blossoming technology community because there are people who have similar approaches and interests and cares and needs.
This is the birthplace of democracy and invention, a place where ideas are met with courage and initiative.
Millennials have kind of changed the landscape, and when you're able to tap into the millennial workforce, a lot of companies have found that they're able to kickstart their growth.
I hope people are sick and tired of hearing about a now non-existent brain drain problem. It's statistically not true. Young graduates of Greater Philadelphia's universities stay here and they want to stay here. And that's why we're seeing transformative change happen.
Technology in Greater Philadelphia is driven by eds and meds, by educational institutions, by healthcare networks.
That is a foundation for ideas and for knowledge and the pursuit of knowledge that then can be commercialized and patented and spawned into enterprises of growth for the Greater Philadelphia region.
How we interact with technology continues to evolve. What we discovered when we visited Rowan University's Virtual Reality Center took us to another dimension.
You can follow this map around and see exactly where you're supposed to go during any event.
This is The Cave, a completely immersive visualization system with some serious applications.
The Cave is a large-scale virtual reality system that allows multiple users, up to 24 at a time, to come in and experience virtual reality and simulations in one space, working together, collaborating to confront various issues and topics that are current and ongoing.
Located at the South Jersey Technology Park, just off Rowan University's campus, everyone from medical doctors to NASA have tasked the team here to help them visualize scenarios that otherwise would be impossible or take too much time and money to complete.
This is a virtual simulation of Long Beach Island, where we can actually flood the place and see how a hurricane would impact the region.
The capabilities of the cave allow towns like Long Beach Island to prepare for the impacts of major storms in their community long before they actually occur.
Blue lines tell you evacuation routes that are still accessible. But as the storm intensifies over time and we begin crunching more numbers and calculating new data, we can visualize exactly which areas are then going to be impacted by the flooding.
And when officials from Philadelphia were preparing for the largest crowds in the city's history, they came here.
What we have over here is our Pope meter. And this Pope meter tells us how far away we are from the Pope at any point in time. We were able to visualize the crowds, how large, how many people you could actually contain in a single area, and basically create a giant infographic explaining everything about the event before it even happened. What if there was an event that caused everyone to need to evacuate? We visualize. That's how we understand concepts. So when you take the abstract information and convert it into a visualization, it means immediate understanding. And that's what really brings this whole system together, is the ability to make anyone understand complicated topics.
The cave is revolutionary. Its applications are endless.
The South Jersey Technology Park at Rowan University is the place where our faculty and students' technology transition into the marketplace. This is where entrepreneurs from the university come, businesses are spun out, and businesses spin in to work with our students and faculty.
The construction industry is utilizing virtual reality as well, only their version doesn't require wearing a pair of specialized glasses.
General Building Contractors Association member Gilbane Building Company is currently in construction on sites all across Greater Philadelphia.
We've done projects as small as $500,000 all the way to over $1 billion.
No matter the size, type, or cost, construction for Gilbane begins the same way, virtually.
Laser scanning is something that allows us to capture the exact conditions from the field, enables us to problem solve, to find different ways to analyze, calculate, to do it more efficiently, to visualize a project before we ever touch the ground.
Which is helpful when you're renovating a 1920s building without existing blueprints.
But we had drawings that showed where people thought everything was. The laser scanning proved that the actual conditions were different than those drawings. There's beams shown where there's actually no beam. There's beams shown in the real world where the design didn't account for it. There's beams shifted offline. There's beams at different heights, different depths. That's a major design change that if you don't find that before you get out to the field, that causes major delays. And without laser scanning, we never would have been able to do that and keep the project on schedule.
Coming up, these young entrepreneurs are changing how we consume.
We'd really have it all. Anything you need in less than 30 minutes, 24/7.
And build our communities.
We need to make sure that we're supporting them with technology.
Plus, how a professor's invention could soon impact your life.
That's our added control intelligence monitoring that goes into the car.
Growing Greater Philadelphia, presented by Pico. Pico, the future is on.
Welcome back to Growing Greater Philadelphia. If you're talking growth in this region, then tech startups and entrepreneurship are the center of the conversation. So is the word millennial. A youth movement is underway here, and it's reshaping old ideas and driving innovation.
Hey guys, what's up? I think I'm gonna order some ice creams from GoPuff. Do you guys want anything?
Skittles.
Can I have a nerd's rope?
I'll take a Gatorade.
I made that 2 Gatorades.
Cool. Could you grab a popcorn?
Yeah.
And I actually need some toilet paper.
I mean, they have it. Sure did.
With GoPuff, you carry a sleek and effortless convenience store and mini mart right in your pocket.
We'd really have it all. Anything you need in less than 30 minutes, 24/7.
Drexel University grads Yakir Gola and Rafael Ilishayev launched GoPuff on Christmas Day 2013, when they were 19-year-old sophomores.
I was the only one with a car, and everyone kept asking me for favors. Yakir, can you drive me to 7-Eleven? Can you pick up some pizza? Can you pick up some liquor for the party? And, I was a nice guy for a few months, but I said, there has to be a better way to get this done. We can turn this into a business.
Convenience store delivery services are not new to the city, but they quickly saw an opportunity.
Existing on-demand delivery services took 60 or 90 minutes. They're going to the store, picking it up, and then delivering it to you. They're charging you a markup plus a delivery fee. For us, same price as the convenience store, $2 delivery fee, they're in under 30.
How do they make this unique approach to the delivery service business model work?
Since we warehouse all our goods, we work on the gross margin of our items.
The app and web platform quickly became an instant hit on the campuses of Drexel, Temple, and Penn.
When we started GoPuff, it was really me and Ralph doing everything. We were doing supply chain, we were making the deliveries, we were doing the marketing on campus.
In under 4 years, GoPuff has grown into a juggernaut, offering over 2,500 products in 17 cities, with plans to expand to 30 by the end of 2017.
There's no reason why GoPuff shouldn't be in every single market, in every city, in every suburb in America.
They're in talks to expand internationally as well. This growth will clearly benefit our region.
We hired over 100 people. Here in corporate, we have 35. We're opening up a new city every 16 days. This rapid expansion means a lot for Greater Philadelphia. If your corporate team is here in Philly, you're hiring in Greater Philadelphia.
What drives these businesses is a skilled and talented workforce. Thanks to another Philadelphia-based startup, students from a local high school will now have the chance to make dreams of higher education come true.
Good morning, Bartram students. Good morning, Bartram students.
College-bound students from John Bartram High School in Southwest Philadelphia are assembled to hear from Christopher Gray, founder of the revolutionary scholarship matching platform, Cholly. But the 25-year-old Drexel graduate is here to deliver more than a speech. This community school is facing declining enrollment, something first-year principal Damon Warren, a Bartram High grad himself, is determined to fix.
We can provide access for things here in our school to make sure they're more productive in society. That's my overall mission.
It's a mission shared by The Village, a nonprofit which also calls Southwest Philly home. They provide services to families and children impacted by trauma.
The Village is looking to partner, with you principal and John Bartram staff to make sure that these kids succeed.
Dr. Cheryl Burkett, Senior Director for Community-Based Programs, had an interesting proposal for the team at Cholly.
We're working with The Village, who's actually going to sponsor Cholly for every high school junior and senior at Bartram High School.
The idea for the Cholly platform came from the founder's own struggle to raise money for college. After months searching for scholarships, he landed enough to attend Drexel University for free. But the process motivated him to help others.
Everyone deserves an opportunity. And it's a shame when people who are talented, who want to work hard, can't get access to college, and scholarships provide that opportunity.
The app can reduce the scholarship search from months to minutes.
So all these scholarships are scholarships that I match with.
Cholly has helped hundreds of thousands of students secure more than $70 million in scholarships nationwide. The Philly-based company is committed to making a difference at home.
We went to school here, we live here, these students, they learn here. We want to help and make sure that we're growing and cultivating Philadelphia because we are a part of this community and we need to make sure that we're supporting them with technology, with resources, with educational resources that help them fund school.
An announcement Christopher Gray made sure to make in person.
We're excited to announce to you guys that we're actually partnering with The Village to provide all you guys free access to Cholly to help you guys in achieving your dreams.
That's why I'm here at John Bartram High School, to make sure that our students are able to be productive members of society. The opportunity with Cholly and opportunity through The Village will definitely help us achieve that goal through our vision.
The idea is that they will go to college, get jobs, and become an inspiration. They set a precedent for achievement, amongst their peers and amongst students who are freshmen and sophomores who are coming up behind them.
So how can smart technology keep businesses moving and communities safe? We traveled to the town of Sinking Spring, Pennsylvania to visit a tank farm and a very special pig.
We're looking at an example of one of our high-resolution smart pigs. A pig is a pipeline inspection gauge. This takes the product coming from behind it, it pushes against this cup, propelling it down the pipeline system. The next section down the line, between these sets of brushes, it's creating a magnetic field on the pipeline. These fingers sense any deviations to that field, and those deviations are measured and then defined as metal loss and/or a deformation or other type anomalies. And that would be an item that we'd want to look at and possibly repair. And within each of these sections, there are individual flash drives for memory and data acquisition, and also a fully functioning CPU, much like your home computer would have, that's calculating and calibrating and controlling how the pig is performing. The main goal is to keep our product in the pipeline. Our industry relies on technological advances all the time. It's all about the volume of data that we can get, the more information on our lines that we can get from our inspections, and the more we can react to make the appropriate repairs.
Coming up,
technology's been a major factor.
Revolutionary upgrades are changing the game.
We're transforming the energy experience.
Plus, a new device allows you to cash in on the use of your car.
For something that costs about $200, you can earn $150 a month in revenue.
Growing Greater Philadelphia is presented by Virtua. Virtua for life.
You're watching Growing Greater Philadelphia. Imagine getting paid for the use of your car when you're not using it. If you own an electric vehicle, a trailblazing technology developed in our own backyard may soon connect you with a new source of income.
A AAA study released in 2015 found the average driver takes 2 trips per day, totaling 46 minutes and 29.2 miles traveled. These facts grabbed the attention of University of Delaware professor Willett Kempton, who studies electric vehicles.
You've got batteries that are good for maybe 100, 200-mile trip, and most days they're used for 20 miles.
Electric vehicles can generate over 10 kilowatts, enough power to supply 10 homes.
One of the things I've invented and been working on for the last 20 years is V2G technology. That stands for vehicle to grid. It's using electric vehicles to store electricity from the power grid. That's what any electric vehicle does. But our innovation is to also discharge power from the battery back into the electric grid.
Professor Kempton has been fine-tuning his invention with several modified vehicles.
This is the pair of boards that the University of Delaware designed, and then we wrote the software that runs on this board. So that's our added control intelligence monitoring that goes into the car.
Vehicles with V2G act like a sponge, absorbing excess energy and returning it to the grid when needed.
And that turns out to be valuable and useful to the grid.
That give and take can also benefit the car owner's bank account.
For something that costs, about $200, you can earn $150 a month in revenue.
The vehicles must be plugged into a special charging station to allow metering by the power company and tracking by the owner with an app.
You can see the battery almost full.
V2G is already in use in northern Delaware, as well as overseas in Denmark and the Netherlands. To make the program widely available, Professor Kempton hopes that automakers will include this technology in future designs.
It's a good experience for students. They're actually working on cutting-edge technologies rather than, kind of repeating some lab that's been done the same way for the past 10 years. But this obviously could scale. So those are all potential benefits to the university and region.
These are some of the many exciting opportunities we can all look forward to in the near future. But right now, we'll share how a regional energy provider's new initiative can keep more money in your pocket.
6 years ago, PECO launched the most comprehensive technology upgrade in the energy giant's history. The goal? To transform the energy experience for their customers.
We've made a significant investment in technology.
This includes the installation of advanced equipment in the field.
We've installed smart meters across all of our systems. It gives us much better capability to understand what your needs are and also give you information so that you can make smarter choices.
Smart meters and smart equipment in the field also allows PECO to detect and locate problems faster, so that service is restored quicker than ever before. Bolstered by an upgraded online experience that now gives customers an in-depth look at how they're consuming energy, PECO is putting the power in the hands of its customers.
We're transforming the energy experience.
New online tools that use big data provided by these new meters are helping customers make informed decisions on how they use energy. Features like the neighbor comparison tool, alerts to notify you if your home or business is using more energy than normal, or if you've exceeded a predetermined usage level, is now all at your fingertips with quick and easy access to actual natural gas and electric usage. These tools and resources are putting money back into the pockets of their customers and back into the local economy to support further growth in our region.
We have an organization dedicated to economic development at PECO, and we believe it allows businesses to see that they have reliable power supplies, reliable fuel sources, and are able to move in this community and be successful.
Technology can speed up a process and save time and money. Now see how it's being used to help patients return to their normal lives faster than ever.
The Virtual Joint Replacement Institute was designed for a rapid recovery program. We have found out that although hospitals are wonderful places for sick patients, the best place for them to be to recover is back home. Technology has been a major factor. We're known here for our quad-sparing knee replacements. We also do muscle-sparing approaches for hip replacements.
This means they perform those procedures without cutting through muscles or tendons.
And it turns out that if you can put these implants in without doing that, patients can often start getting up, moving a little bit quicker. They seem to have less pain, and their function seems to return faster.
The introduction of robotic-assisted surgery also plays a vital role.
Robotics offers the opportunity to really accurately get the anatomy of the patient, to exactly place the prosthesis where you want it based on a CT model. And then we can combine that with their active exercise programs, and you've transformed what used to be a 7 to 10-day hospital stay into potentially an outpatient procedure.
Leading the way in healthcare technology is part of Virtua's mission to help you be well, get well, and stay well. Growing Greater Philadelphia, presented by Sunoco Logistics. Growing Greater Philadelphia is presented by the General Building Contractors Association.
Over the last 15 years, we've watched Greater Philadelphia develop lots of small and interesting startup communities, people trying to create young, innovative companies to solve big problems. What's happening in the last few years and what is going to dominate the future is the intersection of these small communities and founders and technologists that are now working on a far larger scale.
All the pieces are in place. You have the talent here, you have the institutions, you have the eds and meds. Students are sticking around, and that's driving innovation, that's driving research.
The 20-somethings to early 30-somethings will comprise about 60% of our workforce within the next 5 to 7 years.
We're really happy to be a part of it.
We're hoping that we breed other entrepreneurs that understand that maybe I can start something for myself one day as well.
There's a new generation of social impact entrepreneurs, young individuals that are starting up companies and are not just doing it to make a lot of money, they're doing it to also help someone in need in a way which I think portends very well for our future.
It's easy to build a strong, talented team because you have access to so much talent. You have access to funding and a lot of resources here.
We're doing lots of really innovative new technology development, new scientific breakthroughs here.
Greater Philadelphia is the hub where entrepreneurs are supported by universities, the health systems, and government to become successful innovators and spin out world-class businesses.
The single greatest obstacle to building a great technology community and company of tomorrow is people, the best, smartest people with the best ideas. And that's the most important asset we have.
Thank you for joining us as we explore the exciting growth of our region. For information or to watch this episode and others, visit NBC10.com. We'll see you next time on Growing Greater Philadelphia.
Growing Greater Philadelphia in partnership with the Select Greater Philadelphia Council. Learn more at selectgreaterphl.com.